Meow, my furry friends. The FBI just pounced on a perfectly nasty plot to turn Election Day into Explosion Day. Nasir Ahmad Tawhedi, a 27-year-old Afghan national living in Oklahoma City, has been arrested for allegedly conspiring to carry out a terrorist attack on November 5, 2024. This whisker-raising tale is a stark reminder that even in the land of the free, some individuals still seek to spread fear and chaos. Tawhedi arrived in the United States in September 2021 on a special immigrant visa, a program designed for Afghan nationals who assisted US forces during the war in Afghanistan. These visas are granted after rigorous vetting, including background checks through multiple intelligence and law enforcement databases. But it seems this kitty slipped through the cracks and got his claws into some seriously dangerous ideas. The FBI's investigation revealed that Tawhedi had been plotting for months, influenced by ISIS propaganda he encountered online. He allegedly planned to target large gatherings of voters across the United States, aiming to cause maximum chaos and carnage on Election Day. Tawhedi's preparations were far from subtle. He purchased 2 AK-47 rifles, 10 magazines, and 500 rounds of ammunition from an undercover FBI agent. Talk about a catastrophic shopping spree. But wait, there's more. Tawhedi wasn't working alone. His partner in crime was a juvenile co-conspirator, reportedly a relative of his wife. This young accomplice helped advertise their family's possessions for sale on Facebook, part of their strategy to liquidate assets and fund their nefarious plans. It seems these two were determined to go out with a bang, expressing intentions to die as martyrs during the attack. FBI Director Christopher Wray recently emphasized the gravity of such threats, stating, "Terrorism is still the FBI's #1 priority, and we will use every resource to protect the American people." He added, "I am hard-pressed to think of a time in my career where so many different kinds of threats are all elevated at once." Meow, that's some serious catnip for thought. The FBI's cyber sleuths uncovered Tawhedi's plot through his online activities. Red flags were raised when he searched for how to access Washington, D.C. cameras and inquired about gun laws in various states. He was also caught engaging with a known ISIS recruiter on Telegram, discussing firearms and seeking guidance for his family. Talk about leaving a digital litter trail. Now, Tawhedi faces some serious time in the kitty clink. He's been charged with conspiring and attempting to provide material support to ISIS, which carries a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison. On top of that, he's charged with receiving a firearm for use in a felony or federal crime of terrorism, which could add another 15 years to his sentence. If convicted on both counts, Tawhedi could be looking at up to 35 years behind bars. That's a lot of missed nap time. This case serves as a stark reminder that the threat of terrorism, both domestic and international, remains a pressing concern for the United States. As we approach the 2024 election, security concerns are at an all-time high. The Department of Homeland Security has warned that the threat environment is expected to remain elevated, influenced by both socio-economic factors and past election controversies. The upcoming election is shaping up to be a nail-biter, with key races likely centered in swing states like Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. Economic concerns are top of mind for voters, with 81% citing the economy as crucial to their decision-making. The potential for high voter turnout, especially among Black and Latino voters, could sway outcomes in their respective states. But let's not forget, this isn't the first time election security has been threatened. Since the 1970s, the spectre of terrorism has loomed over US elections, evolving with significant events and socio-political changes. The rise of radicalized groups has prompted ongoing concerns, particularly ahead of key electoral dates. These threats pose existential risk to democracy itself, potentially undermining public trust and participation in the electoral process. As we look ahead to November 5, 2024, it's clear that vigilance is key. The FBI's successful thwarting of Tawhedi's plot demonstrates the importance of proactive law enforcement and community awareness. But it also raises questions about the effectiveness of our vetting processes for immigrants and the ongoing challenge of combating online radicalization. Don't let this news story be a catastrophe. Make sure you're subscribed so you never miss a whisker of breaking news. Remember, staying informed is the first step in protecting our democracy. Keep your eyes peeled, your ears perked, and your paws ready to hit that like button. In the face of such threats, It's crucial that we as a nation remain united and resilient. We must not allow fear to divide us or deter us from exercising our right to vote. After all, the strength of our democracy lies in the participation of its citizens. So come election day, let's show the world that America's spirit cannot be broken by those who seek to harm us. As we move forward, it's important to reflect on the broader implications of this incident. It highlights the ongoing need for robust counter-terrorism efforts, improved information sharing between agencies, and enhanced community engagement to prevent radicalization. It also underscores the importance of striking a balance between national security and civil liberties, a challenge that continues to shape our nation's policies and discourse. In conclusion, while the threat of terrorism remains a serious concern, the successful prevention of this plot demonstrates the effectiveness of our law enforcement agencies. As we approach the 2024 election, let's remain vigilant, informed, and committed to preserving the democratic values that make our nation great. After all, in the face of those who seek to divide us, unity is our greatest strength. That's all for Meow. I'm Ron De Parmesan, reporting for Newscats. Meow!